DC here. Hi guys. Well, it's been a long time since an actual vlog, hasn't it? Oof, over a week. Well, different reasons. I've been very busy with this, I would say, temporary job. It's not a paying job because it comes from the unemployment insurance. And yeah, I'm working in a university, a bit of as a project coordinator, and well, trying to get things together for different professors. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'm using my experience in preclinical research and bringing compounds up to clinical development, as they call it, to help these guys. I would almost say get up to par with their research. It's things that they're not used to doing, and so I'm supposed to be, for the moment, at least, a kind of resident expert in that. So you never know. Maybe it'll pan out into a job. Maybe not. Because it's these unemployment programs, so you never quite know if they're going to actually, yeah, if they're ever going to actually bring you further than, just getting a free lunch. So that's where I've been pretty busy. I'm also doing courses in project management right now, so that's been keeping me very busy. Is that the update? Kind of is, yeah. I mean, there's only just so many things that happen in a week. Other vids coming up. Well, maybe collabs. That could be. That could be. Not talking about them too much for the moment. And let's see. I was listening to something today which I found pretty interesting. And that's probably what I'll call my video. Is that if you found out that your dog could play checkers. Yeah. If you found out that your dog could play checkers, would you just pat him on the head and be really proud, even though you realize that he was a really lousy player? What is that supposed to mean? Well, the subject that I was listening to on that was that, in a way, if something exceptional happens, um, do we take it for what it is, as something exceptional, or do we always try to make, to find the wound and scratch into it? I was thinking about that because so often in our life, when something all of a sudden goes well, we should be proud when things are going well and not automatically try and make things even better. Now, take into account, for example, a person like myself, who has been unemployed for several months and gets a job or something to do. Now, it might not be the perfect job. It might not be the perfect situation, but learning to play checkers, if you're a dog, is pretty impressive. Okay. What again? I mean, probably the question is, what is that supposed to mean in reality? I think once again, in reality, it's probably supposed to mean is that when something happens, smile, be really happy, because you are not always in a situation where you can say, hey, that happened because I'm bright, that happened because I'm good. No, it just happened. And look at it, take it with a smile, and say, you know what? That's incredible. That's wonderful. And by the way, if that dog plays good checkers, it's even better. So often in situations like this, reminds me like when you get a horse and the horse has learned how to ride, and the horse is kind of small, and people put a saddle on that horse and just ride it to death. That's what we tend to do with ourselves, isn't it? We just try and kind of go too far. Nope, nope. You got to look at yourself in that mirror and say, you know something? You're doing a good job. And is that false humility? Not really. Not really, because, you know, it's false humility or being a hypocrite when you're actually doing something good and somebody says, you know, that was a great job, and you say, well, not really, you know, I could have done a lot better. No, if you did something good and it's the truth, take it on. You know, you can say, yeah, you know what? I think I did a pretty good job. You're right. Makes you feel better. And if it doesn't make the other person feel better because they think you're not being humble enough, tough. Because I think that in today's day and age, part of our freedom, I would say, is to look ourselves into the eyes, like ourselves, really as we are, not be false. I mean, we know what we are, but when we do something good, when that dog is playing checkers, gotta be proud. Okay, and a lot of you guys out there, I think you're playing checkers and you're playing pretty good. Are you old dogs? I don't know. But whatever is that, the message is, look at yourself. Love yourself. That's an important thing in life. Loving yourself. And I'm going to try and keep this vid short. Because I realize that if my vids are too long, nobody wants to watch them. So I'm going to try and keep this short. And it's already too long. You know, maybe I should come up with some more ancestor stories. I have one or two that I could bring up. Talk with my mom about that, and there are some. But they'll be coming up. I'll have to see how much time I'll be having. And I'm wishing you all a great week for what's left of it. And with these 7 minutes coming up, I'm going to sign off. Otherwise, I will run into that 10-minute wall. So DC, signing off. Take care, guys. Love y'all.